What if the motorcycle you've been waiting for isn't the fastest machine on the road? Not the most expensive. Not the one packed with endless technology. But the one that makes every ride feel right. That's where the Honda SL125 stands. Not as a symbol of excess, but as a reminder of what motorcycling truly is. Simple, responsive, alive. This is Acer Rider. And this is not just a motorcycle story. This is about rediscovering why people fall in love with riding in the first place. The idea of a modern 2026 Honda SL125 carries something deeper than just a name. It carries history. A legacy of lightweight dual-purpose machines that were built for both streets and trails. Motorcycles that didn't limit where you could go. They expanded it. And the moment you look at this machine, you feel that intention. The design speaks quietly but clearly. Slim bodywork. High-mounted fenders. Minimal panels. Everything shaped by function. There's no unnecessary bulk. No oversized elements trying to make it look aggressive. It looks like a motorcycle meant to be used. And that alone makes it stand out. Swing a leg over the bike and something interesting happens. There's no intimidation. No moment of hesitation. The seat height feels balanced. You can plant your feet confidently. The bike feels light beneath you. Not fragile, but manageable. Your knees tuck naturally into the tank. The handlebars meet your hands without adjustment. Your posture stays upright, relaxed. Ready? There's no learning curve to just sit on this bike. It already feels familiar. Press the starter, and the engine wakes up with a calm, steady note. Not aggressive, not loud, just present. At its heart is a refined 125 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine. But what makes it special isn't power. It's how that power is delivered. Smooth, predictable, linear. You twist the throttle and the bike responds instantly, but never harshly, never unpredictably. It builds speed in a way that feels natural, controlled. And that changes everything. Because instead of reacting to the bike, you begin to work with it. In city riding, this becomes immediately noticeable. Traffic stops being stressful. Tight spaces stop feeling intimidating. The SL125 moves easily, turns effortlessly, balances naturally. You're not constantly adjusting. You're flowing. Every stoplight, every turn, every short ride becomes smoother. The lightweight nature of the bike makes a huge difference here. It doesn't feel like a machine you have to manage. It feels like an extension of your movement. Parking becomes simple. U-turns feel controlled. Low-speed riding becomes second nature. And for new riders, that confidence is everything. But even experienced riders feel it. Because sometimes, the simplest machines deliver the most satisfaction. Take the SL125 out onto open roads, and the experience evolves. The engine settles into a steady rhythm. The vibrations are minimal. The ride feels calm. You're not chasing speed. You're enjoying motion. The upright riding position supports you naturally. Your back stays relaxed. Your arms don't strain. Your shoulders remain loose. This is a bike you can ride longer than expected. Not because it forces you, but because it makes you want to continue. Then comes the moment that defines this motorcycle. You leave the pavement. The road turns into gravel. Then dirt. Then something less predictable. And instead of hesitation, there's curiosity. Because this is where the SL125 feels at home. The suspension absorbs uneven terrain with confidence. Not too soft, not too firm, just balanced. You feel the bumps, but they don't disturb you. Standing on the pegs feels natural. Your body moves with the bike. Weight shifts translate directly into control. You begin to understand something important. This isn't just a dual-purpose motorcycle. It's a confidence builder. Loose surfaces feel manageable. Unexpected terrain feels possible. The bike doesn't overpower the situation. It adapts to it. And so do you. That connection between rider and machine becomes stronger with every ride. Over time, the SL125 starts to teach you. Not aggressively, not forcefully, but gradually. You learn throttle control. You learn balance. You learn how to read surfaces, how to stay smooth, how to stay in control. And those lessons don't just apply here. They stay with you. They shape how you ride every motorcycle after this. That's what makes bikes like this so important. They don't just give you rides. They give you skills. Comfort plays a quiet but important role. The seat supports you without becoming tiring. The riding posture keeps your body relaxed. Even after longer rides, you don't feel exhausted. You feel satisfied. Fuel efficiency adds another layer to the experience. The small displacement engine uses fuel sparingly, which means fewer stops. More freedom. You don't need to plan every ride around fuel stations. You just go. And sometimes, that's the best part. Maintenance remains simple and approachable. No complicated systems. No overwhelming electronics. Routine servicing is straightforward. Accessible. This is a motorcycle you can understand, not just ride. And that builds trust. Because when you trust your machine, you ride differently, more confidently, more freely, more often. Technology on the SL125 stays minimal by design. A clean digital display shows only what you need. Speed, fuel, basic information. No distractions, no clutter. Because this bike isn't about managing settings. It's about riding. Braking performance is smooth and predictable. You feel in control at all times. Whether on pavement or loose surfaces, the bike responds calmly. No surprises. No sudden reactions. Just consistency. And consistency builds confidence. Over time, the Honda SL125 becomes something more, not just a machine you own, but one you rely on. The one you choose for quick rides, for longer journeys, for moments when you just want to get away. It becomes familiar, dependable. It becomes yours. And that's something many modern motorcycles struggle to achieve, because they focus too much on performance, too much on features, and sometimes forget about feeling. The SL125 never forgets. It doesn't try to be the fastest. It doesn't try to be the most advanced. It focuses on being right. Right for daily use. Right for learning. Right for exploring. Right for enjoying the ride. This is a motorcycle that grows with you. A beginner finds confidence. An experienced rider finds simplicity. A daily rider finds reliability. And all of them find the same thing: connection. Because that's what truly defines the Honda SL125. Not numbers, not specifications, but the way it makes you feel when you ride it. It doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't overwhelm you with power. It communicates. It supports. It encourages. Every ride feels intentional. Every turn feels natural. Every mile feels earned. And when you park it, you don't just walk away, you look back. Because you already know. You're going to ride it again. This is Acer Rider. Ride simple. Ride connected. Ride because it matters. Because in the end, the best motorcycle isn't the one that does everything. It's the one that makes you want to ride. Again. And again. And again. Disclaimer. This script is based on historical references of the Honda SL125 along with AI-generated projections and interpretations of a modern version, and may not represent any official 2026 Honda release or confirmed specifications.